Hello and welcome to Career Counseling Online Morning Vibe Session. This is Sanjay and wishing you all the good health and happiness. Well, guys, we are going to talk about today working with and learning with your boss. See, whenever the word boss comes in, we have an image of a very bossy kind of character, giving us instruction, giving us direction, and believing that they know the best. But, guys, trust me, they actually know the best. That's the reason they are there, and you're reporting to him. The faster that you accept this, you understand this concept better, your learning curve starts. As I fondly quote from my 20 years of work experience, whatever I have learned till today, like whether it's making a project in Excel, doing a great presentation in PowerPoint, or team management, escalation handling, man management, or even taking care of the client escalations. Whatsoever I have learned it all from the people whom I reported. Let's say my boss. I have reported over this 20 years of span. I have reported to team leads. I have reported to team managers. I have reported to team heads, country head, and project heads, and of course, I've reported to directors and even the board of directors also in the due course of my uh, career, I would say. So the main thing is whenever you are reporting or working with your boss, let's say he or she is the somebody who is powerful enough, who is strong enough, who is in a much better authority position. That's the reason he or she is there in that position, right? Now, what the thing is, when you are working, reporting directly to your boss, uh, who is obviously in a higher authority position, you have all the chances of tips. If you do not understand what kind of boss he is, what kind of work management he loves, what kind of professionalism he's expecting, and so on. So, guys, the thing is, we can turn out that gruesome character that we generally portray of a boss into a picture of a teacher when we accept our boss as our mentor. The first thing is we have to mentally tune in with our uh, leaders, whosoever we are reporting to. See, the thing is, when this reporting concept gets changed into a mentoring concept or a mentor-mentee relationship, then not only you grow, the organization grows, and it's a mutual growth for everybody. So, what are you going to do when you're working with a boss? It might appear that he or she is a bit difficult, but then what is on your part to think about learning, to think about taking advantage of his experience or her experience, and how can you go ahead in your career taking all the potential help from your boss? The first thing, there are basically 3 points. It's very simple, but the three major points, when ignored, it really creates a difference of opinion. It creates a mental stress. It creates deviation in the work-life balance, and so on. Because, guys, you need to understand, when you're reporting to somebody who's in the authoritative stage, he or she has all the potential to either help you grow or give you a lot of mental pain. To be very very honest, I mean, the thing is, a lot of people complain about um, their boss being bossy, their boss having an attitude, their boss not recognizing it. But the thing is, guys, have you really sat and have you made a mental note of what needs to be done from your part to convert that bossy boss into a mentor kind of image? The main thing is, the first thing is to understand your boss. To understand your boss means, see, every person is in a leading position, in an authority position, because of his or her experience. The first thing is, you need to accept that, right? The person might be younger to you also, but that doesn't count actually. You never know what kind of experience that person to whom you are reporting is carrying along with. You do not know what kind of educational background or operational skills the person has to whom you might be reporting. Many a times I've seen the age difference, gives the subordinates a feel like, see, I am more elderly to, I have seen more sunshine than my boss. So, just because he or she is coming from a fancy school or business school, he or she is there in that position, I know it better. The thing is, guys, you need to understand very, very well when you're reporting to somebody, you need to understand. Obviously, there is a difference between how you do your work and how he or she does the work. That is the reason you are reporting to him or her and they are leading the project. The faster that you accept this, the better it gets for you. First thing is understand your boss. Everybody has their own way of doing any work professionally. Your boss might be somebody who is somebody who likes to work on the operational part and does not go or believe in lengthy meetings or lengthy kind of team huddles and so on. He might be sending you 20 mails in a day. That might happen, but those mails might be small instructions. You do not understand. The first thing is, when he is sending you 20 mails, it does not mean he has 20 assignments for you. But the thing is, he is doing a micro or a macro level management, rather, wherein he is actually breaking down the whole assignment for you into smaller assignments. So that is the reason he is sending mails after mails after mails, wherein one after other, when you get those things done, the whole bigger project or the whole bigger assignments gets done by you, rather than the other way. If he would have shot a mail with you with all these points which he is mentioning in the 20 mails and sending you a one mail, you would have been completely confused, you would have been completely lost, and you could have been caught up in a trap of procrastination or a kind of hypertension also. So what your boss did is actually understanding your skill sets, understanding your capability of handling the kind of stress that you can, the kind of workload that you can. He is actually helping you out in breaking the bigger assignment into smaller assignments for you. So it might appear that you are given 20 assignments, but the main thing is this 20 assignment is accumulation of one big project, which when you do this 20 smaller tasks done better gets a better, bigger result. I always mention, so when you have done all these 20 smaller assignments absolutely correctly, the main thing is the cumulative result is that one big project, and you are successful, you are productive, and you are without any kind of I would say huddles or any kind of challenge, you have delivered it all by yourself. So your boss might be that kind of person, or your boss. I had even when I was at HP, I used to report to Satish sir. He used to have this wonderful visual alert things. His drawers were always filled with sticky notes, very colorful fluorescent color sticky notes, and he had this habit of writing small like one liner on those, and he used to never like say something about that. Hi Nidhi, thanks a lot Nidhi for joining me this morning. Thanks a lot. It's great to have you here. Now, see, Satish sir had this habit of writing these small notes, writing these small fluorescent notes, and he used to stick that on the side of the laptop or the desktop that I was working with. So by the time I let's say I have gone for a cup of coffee and I come back and I see a fluorescent color sticky note on the side of my laptop says that this the quality report needs to be checked on. So those kind of visual alert help me a lot, because throughout the day you will find Satish running here and there, posting the sticky notes across the desktops and the systems, and this acted as a visual alert. Now he's the kind of person who didn't believe in sending a lot of mails, because he says that, guys, you are already looking into mails, you are already bombarded with escalation mails. I do not want you to spend time in looking into mail, into the instructions or work that has to be assigned. So this is his way. Now the thing is, if you understand a way your boss or your leader is tuned in, it's better for you. It's better for you in the sense, because then you are in sync with your team lead, manager, or the director you are reporting to. Many managers have a habit of, many directors have a habit of conducting long meetings. Many a times we find that people go in the meeting, either they are yawning, either they are feeling drowsy, either they are feeling droopy. But the guys, you need to understand, if he is taking out a time, if she is taking out a time to explain the project to you, to explain what is your role going to be, to explain how your skill set is aligned to the project, guys, you need to take the time. You need to respect that. You need to respect the time he is giving for you, because the more, this meeting is not going to happen every day. If he is conducting a meeting, please be attentive in that meeting. Please raise the questions which are relevant to the project, because then it shows to him or her that you really want to contribute, and they also try incorporating you in the action team. They also take you as a contributive member. That is what helps you in learning, and that is what helps in the success of the project. Second point, you need to understand, as in the old Indian scriptures, it has said that the men or the ministers surrounding the king are more powerful than the king. So you need to understand, when a director is in a certain position, he has a board of advisors, he has a board of consultants whom he takes the advice from, who advises him about the project, about the timeline, about the SLAs, about the HT and everything. So guys, many a times I've seen, whenever somebody is working directly with the boss or directly with the director, they try, I have seen it unfortunately, they suddenly develop an attitude like, I'm working with a big man. No, that doesn't happen. And they many a times go out of the way. They show a lot of attitude to the other subordinates, to the other team leads and others. Guys, you need to understand, this director or this team lead or this team manager is having a board of advisors, or the main whom he counts on for the advisors, because he, as a head of the department, understands that his success and organizational success depends on these people's advice. So you cannot go around rubbing shoulders with these people, making them angry, making them like showing them an attitude. Doesn't work with you. You cannot have a peace of mind, you cannot work peacefully, because you do not understand. The thing is, if you have an attitude, trust me, they have a more bloody attitude than you. So when five people who are close to the director, who are close to the manager, who are close to the team lead, tries to give a feedback to the team lead, manager or the director about some individual who's trying to act smart, or who's showing an attitude, the director is certainly not going to, even if you are very productive, if you are very very contributing member. See, constantly if somebody is complaining about your attitude, or about your tips, about your complaining attitude, well, I don't think your profile is much safer for a longer days. So guys, you need to understand, when you are working with the manager, with the director, with the head of the department, you need to understand that there are set of people on whom he also or she also depends. The more you understand them, the better you can understand your director, the kind of information that he takes from the advisors. You can contribute the same way. And what happens is, you also go into the inner circle. I always keep on mentioning, inner circle is what drives any leaders. So try to contribute positively, try to learn from these members, try to show that you're trying to understand what they are advising to the director or the head, and how you are anxious to learn the process, how you are anxious to contribute as a member. That makes you as a contributing member, that makes you as somebody who's positively open towards learning. And any organization or any management loves members who are open to learning, who are open to exploring, who are open to asking questions, and who are really really contributing. Because the more questions you ask, it because you are trying to understand the project, the assignment or the work assigned better, so that you could deliver better. The organization, the management, the director, or the person or your boss understands that. So when you are genuinely showing interest, they understand that you really want to contribute. That is the reason you are showing interest and you are asking questions, and they help you in your growth. So guys, drop that attitude of yours just because you're working with the director directly or the boss directly. You need to understand, you have to work as a team. The members, the advisors, the consultants, your director or your team manager or your department head considers close. You need to understand them too, to understand the operation, to understand the head of the department better, and to contribute. And See, many a times that happens is, we do not get this link in between the director, the head of the department, and the advisors or the board of consultants. But then again, many a times what happens is, uh, we believe that we have built up a link with the boss, with the director, so much so that we can actually have our attitudes ignored. No, everybody is observing you. So the thing is, you have to be contributive, not somebody who's showing attitude just because you're reporting to the boss directly. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The last and the most important thing is, be faithful to the boss that you're reporting. By faithful, I don't mean you to be the puppy running behind your boss or director always. But the thing is, how can you be faithful is by showing genuine interest about the project, about the work assigned, and trying to learn, opening up to the director or the head of the department, in terms like you show that person genuinely that I'm looking forward to your feedback as my mentor, because I want to understand my work or my assignment better so that I can contribute completely. And these are the difficulties that I feel. These are the difficulties, either the product knowledge, the technical knowledge, or the cultural understanding of the department. Many a times it happens when you're working with a multi-diverse cultural organization. You do not know what is okay with an Indian might not be okay with American, might not be okay with a Chinese, might not be okay with another country, because every country has different kind of emotions, different kind of vocabulary, different kind of expressions which you're using. So you need to be very, very careful about opening up to your mentor that, sir, I am looking, or ma'am, I'm looking forward to all your feedback, all your advice for a growth, so that I can contribute, and the growth will come only through your contribution. When your director or the head you're reporting to sees and finds that you are genuinely interested, you cannot fake it. Trust me, from my 20 years of experience, I can say you cannot fake your genuinity about feeling contributive. You cannot but fake the genuinity about being a part of the team. You cannot fake it. Your boss, your director is smart enough to understand that you're simply faking it just because you want to appear in their good book. That creates a very, very negative impression for you guys. You need to be very, very cautious not to fake it. Ask genuine questions. Do study about the work. Do study about the assignment, and try to get as much information and go to them and say that this is what I have found about the project. This is how the work can be done better. These are my suggestions. Sir or ma'am, what do you suggest? Because I'm looking forward to understanding it better so that I can contribute better. So this is what I'm talking about, being faithful to your boss. You need to be faithful in understanding how you deal with the information, something which is discussed in between you and your boss. You cannot go around and show a stiff shoulder to everybody and saying, oh, I know something, some secret about the organization. A lot of people are getting kicked out, a lot of people are going to be terminated, and so on. You cannot create that hot air around you trying to pose like your boss. That doesn't work. You are reporting to him directly, doesn't make you the boss. So guys, when you remember these 3 points, I can assure you, not only your career growth is but confirmed, assured, and is a continuous process. But the thing is, you learn a lot, you become a better leader, you become that person who can lead through observation. So guys, with that note today, I end up this morning vibe session. Be that leader, be that leader who is learning constantly from his or her own leader, learning through observing, learning through asking the right question, and learning through genuinity about the work assigned. Guys, do not fake it. You cannot. The boss is much smarter. You need to understand. So, as they have said in the ancient scriptures, in Hindu mythology, the fire burns the body. Similarly, the king's anger can destroy you, your family, your wife, and your son. This is a quotation from Chanakya's Arthashastra. And what does it mean is, if you open up to your boss, you have all the scope of learning. But if you choose to show that attitude, trust me, your career is not going very far with this organization. So, with that note today, guys, wishing you all the best. Take care of your health, stay positive, and as I have always mentioned, yesterday also I've mentioned, if something is bothering you, if something is disturbing you, please do not hesitate to call my number, which is 890-21-52405. I repeat it again, 890-21-52405. Right? For everybody who wants to write to us, it is info at careercounselingonline.co.in. Please feel confident. Please feel comfortable about calling me, writing a mail. We can discuss. You are not in this all by yourself. As I have mentioned, you are not in this all by yourself. Please take care of your mental health. Talk to me, write to me, like our Facebook page. You can put your opinion there. We can even communicate over the LinkedIn group, which is Career Counseling Online. But do not sit on with what is troubling you. Guys, wishing you all the best about mental health and physical health. Take care of it. Take care of both. Take care of your family and have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.